Hey, Libs.
Mama.
Sorry. Can you have a word with my neighbours or me if you think I'm being a dick? We live in a shitty terrace house in Runcorn, so paper-thin walls and hearing your neighbours argue is the norm. But one side, we have neighbours who are constantly having work done on the house. It sounds like they're going to come through the fucking walls, and it's always after 5 p.m. with no heads up. And the other side, I have a neighbour who has a kid I can only describe as the spawn of Satan, who are constantly having screaming matches and slamming the door. The fucker's only 7. We plan to have a massive house party at the end of the summer to celebrate all the fuckery of the last year and a half being over, and we don't know whether to be considerate and let the neighbours know or fuck them and let it be payback. For reference, we are only in our 20s and the neighbours are in their 40s, so not old enough that I'd look like I'm being a cunt to old Doris. Do you know what I mean? Yes, I do. Thanks for the podcast. I'm listening to the podcast so much you're turning this wool accent into a plastic scouser. That's from Samantha Randalls. So, it's got knobhead neighbours on either side.
I can relate hard to this one.
Payback coming.
I live in a shitty terraced house in Manchester, and it's like proper thin walls, and I've got like dickhead neighbours. So like, I am on board with this. So on one side, I've got for the whole of lockdown, there was just like this kid who plays Fortnite all day and just screams constantly, all day, every day, through the wall, just hearing that.
And that's the first lockdown.
For the whole first lockdown. And on the other side, there is this like fucking crazy old guy, like the oldest dude I've ever seen. He's like so hunched, he's now like horizontal. Like he looks like a fucking set square. Yeah. Like he like waddles around like that, coming out to get his paper, and he plays the radio at 3 a.m. every night on the news for an hour, from 3 till 4, every single night, full blast through. Like, and you can just hear it all through the fucking walls.
And then turns it off at 4.
At 4 it goes off, yeah. And like it's Radio 5 Live because I can hear it, I can follow it along. So like, I've been going insane with these on either side, like just for the whole of fucking lockdown, man. It's just been because you're just caged up inside it, and you just got dickheads either side, and just getting more and more annoyed. But like, I think for this person, take the high road. I reckon go warn them, and then just make a real fucking point of it that you're being better than them. Like I think that's how I'd go with it.
I don't know. Like, at this point, if you tell them and they're like, I don't think you should do that, you're not going to not have the party. Well, if they're bellends, I think it's carte blanche to just do your fucking party.
Yeah. I think the issue isn't the party at all. You don't tell them about the party. You need to sort of send them threatening letters in the meantime.
Okay. I had a different...
Newspaper cuttings with pictures of like dead animals and stuff, and just be like...
Pictures of the kids?
Yeah. Just to take photos of the kids, like walking, like...
When you go sinister, you really find a new, like...
Yeah, but like you don't say anything. You don't make the threat because then that becomes legal then. But like you just take a picture of their kid playing at the end of the street, post them that with like some newspaper cuttings going, is this little Johnny, is it? And that's it. Post them that.
I think that's still illegal. I feel like this is still not
Taking
okay.
Pictures of kids is still definitely.
What would they... hang on, but they'll open the letter and be like, oh my God, little Johnny's been abducted. And then they're like, oh no, he's there.
Yeah, and like, how are they going to...
And then you send another one in a few days.
Yeah, but how are they going to know this is connected
quiet,
to the noise? What are they going to do? Oh, he sent a photo of me kids. I best turn the stereo down. What the fuck are you on about? How is it connected?
Well, then you just lean over the fence one day and just be like, hey, turn that stereo down and, you know, things might get better. And you just let that linger with them.
Fair to say you've not thought this one through.
Something you could say anyway.
Yeah. 2 abduction letters without abduction.
They need to put it together in their head.
You've still got to live next door to this fucker after this incident's happened.
Yeah, but now they won't mess with you because they'll know you've got a camera.
Just before we...
My phone takes pictures, don't fuck with me.
And the printer.
Oh, yeah. And newspapers. Yeah. You've got money.
Yeah.
At least 60p a day.
This guy's got a news agent.
Yeah.
I like
Make sure you wear gloves when you do it so you don't leave any fingerprints on any of the stuff.
I'll tell you, like, my strategy for dealing with the noisy neighbours was to be a massive fan and never say out, oh, well,
you send them both threatening letters.
From each other.
Make it look like
no, but you put DNA from each house.
Who's DNA testing these fucking letters?
Well, when they do,
they're not gonna.
When they
Who's
do,
gonna?
they'll think it's 2 doors down.
The police don't do a DNA test if there's been a fucking stabbing. I don't know if you know about how underfunded they are. They don't do shit.
They might go private.
Oh, you've not lived in West Derby. CSI. I said it wrong, didn't I, Carl?
It's in Ireland.
Yeah.
Don't even live there.
Fucking bro.
Gutted. Well, I did once. I got put in the back of a police van because.
Fucking bellend.
We'd been out egging when I was a teenager. They put me in the back of a police van, and this copper came up to me with this egg carton he'd found on the street, and he was like, "Is this yours?" I was like, "No." And he goes, "Is the DNA test I do going to say different?" I was like, "Are you going to DNA test an egg box?" And he sort of went, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay then."
No, but you
And then you jizzed and drowned in it.
in the third letter, just put like a bit of like next door's hair.
How are you getting it?
What?
The hair from next door.
Ask them for it.
In the night.
They're not going to query it. "Excuse me, love, just knocking on. Can I have a cup of sugar and some of your hair?"
Just ask them, can you come in and just get a bit like off their brush or something? Ask, can you use the toilet, go to the bathroom, get some hair, put it in the next letter and
What
say,
if they've got a
I just
clean
wanna know
house?
who this is from. Check this.
Check the hairs. Arson. That works.
Not in a terraced house. Like,
Just make sure you're out.
yeah, but your house is still
Confusing-
fucking burning out.
Confusing letters from different neighbours. And that's how you get them
With hairs.
with hairs. We've got a hairy letter. Where's it from? Next door? No, 2 doors down.
Turn the radio down.
Do you reckon we're done? We think we might be done. Have a great party. Fuck your neighbours, Samantha.
If
Just
it's
let
a
it
really
rip.
good party,
Don't
dude.
bell ends.